What's up, YouTube? Um, just finished up my haircut, but I want to talk about facing challenges. Um, because that's something I'm going through right now, and you know, a lot, a lot has happened. I feel like, and there's things I do that push me through, and I want to share that with you. So when it does come up, and you're going through the challenges, I want to be able to help you guys. So um, I'm at a point right now, um, in this journey where like I'm kind of getting too comfortable, and I don't want to get comfortable, and I don't want to break the habits and stuff like that. And it's hard. It's hard to stick to something. It's hard to stay disciplined, and it's hard to continue growing, but it's hard because we don't get the gratification in the moment. We don't get that um gratification where we go to the gym once and we automatically have the physique. We quit drinking once, but you still want to drink. It doesn't come easy. You know, and I feel like that's a hard thing to do, is sticking to something and being able to stick to it day and the days where you don't want to. You know, and it's hard. Um, there's days I don't want to wake up, get out of bed. There's days where I don't want to do my morning cardio. There's days where I don't want to go to the gym, or there's days where I don't want to work on my business, but I know I gotta stay consistent, even though it's gonna be hard. Even though it sucks in the moment, it feels 10 times better when you do it. Delayed gratification is so powerful and it's so helpful to me because I can think to myself, okay, how am I gonna feel now? But if I do this thing now, I'll feel good in the moment. I'll get that quick gratification, right? Or how am I going to feel later when, yeah, it's going to suck in the moment, but it's going to feel 10 times better after. Um, and I think that's what you really got to think to yourself is how are you setting yourself up for your future and your vision and your goals that you have in life? Are you doing the stuff now because it feels comfortable to you? And it feels like, okay, I can do this now because eventually I'll do this to help my vision, to help my goals, right? Or, you can realize, okay, I'm kind of overweight, right? I need to start going to the gym, right? Instead of thinking, okay, I'll wait a year or two, right, to get into the gym, right? But guess what? If you started, when you said you would, you'd be 2 years ahead, right? Just because you were uncomfortable and starting going to the gym and uncomfortable because you didn't know how to, right? That's what is making you lose sight of your vision and your goals in life. So you got to think for yourself now, for yourself in the future. Because there's so much things that can get you closer to your goals. The things that you can quit right now, the things that you can start right now to get you 1% better, to get you 1% closer to your goals. But you guys stay the same and you guys don't change, even though if you stop that thing or if you start that thing, it's got to get closer to goals. But you don't do it because it feels uncomfortable. You don't do it because, you're getting this quick gratification from it, right? But you guys got to realize delayed gratification is what is going to get you to your goals. Yeah, it's going to suck in the moment, right? I don't like waking up in the morning. It sucks. I don't like taking my cold showers. It sucks, right? But I know I'm just getting one step closer to my goal. I'm getting one step closer to my vision every time I do the cold shower, every time I wake up early, every time I do my push ups in the morning. I'm getting closer to my goal 1% every single day because I'm building this mindset. I'm building the consistency in my brain to rely on the fact that I'm getting stronger each day, right? Even though I'm not seeing tremendous amount of progress. Even though I'm not seeing it happen overnight, I'm still consistent with it. Why? Because I have the thought of delayed gratification. And I realize that if I stay consistent, if I stay putting the work in every single day, even though I don't see the progress, that's how I'm going to get closer to my goals. And so my big thing was working on my business. You know, I was so stuck in the fact of realizing I had to start. Realizing I had to do something to change my life and to change where I wanted to go to get to my vision. Right? And it was so hard for me to start. Right? I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to. And I didn't really have a purpose. You know, I didn't really have a thing that I could tailor myself to build something off of. You know, and so I was so lost and I just didn't know what to do. Right? Because I felt comfortable. You know, I felt comfortable in myself that I didn't have to worry about it. Right? Because in the moment, right now, I didn't have to worry about it. You know, I was 17. I'm still in high school. But what was I gonna do 2 years after high school? You know, what was I gonna do um when I graduate? I was gonna do what I'm doing now, starting my business. So why would I not just start now? Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it sucks. Right? Yeah, it feels uncomfortable and I don't like I didn't like the fact of, you know, starting because I knew I wouldn't gain that quick like 10K a month kind of thing, you know? I realized I had to put the work in. And that's where I kind of got comfortable and I kind of laid off a little bit and said to myself, it's okay, I'll just do it in 2 years or something like that. No. That's when that mindset I built from the gym and all these things, that's when it clicked. I realized I had to start. Because in 2 years, when I wanted to start, I would have to do this whole journey over. Right? I would be making these videos at 18 or 19. And so I realized I'm just going to start now. Right? And since then, I started and I stayed consistent. Stayed consistent. Yeah, in the beginning it was rough. The beginning was so hard. I was making TikToks and I didn't know if the right TikToks were doing good and I didn't really know how to work it, right? I didn't know how to um really get my message out and start my brand. Like I didn't know what to do. Um Super uncomfortable but I realized if I kept going, if I stuck to this and put work in every single day and stayed consistent, that I will get closer to my goal. I will get closer to my goal every single day. So that's what I'm going to do. I will get closer to my goal every day. Because I've built this mindset up. You know, I've built the habits that keep me going through the day. Every single day. You know, when I start to feel lost or uncomfortable again, I realize I have those habits that I know I can rely. I can rely off those habits that keep me pushing. You know? Every single morning, I have my non-negotiables that push me through the day. Those small wins in the morning get me through the day. Help me put the work in. It puts me in the high vibration that I need to be. And it puts me to work, man. And the thing is, none of you guys want to change now. Everyone wants to change down the line or in the future. You know, like drinking or smoking. You guys know it's bad for you. You know it's bad for you, but you keep doing it now because one, you either think you're eventually gonna quit, right? In 2 or 3 years, you're eventually gonna quit, or with drinking, right? You'll eventually quit drinking, maybe next year or something like that. Why won't you start now? I don't. The sun's in the way. Come on, man. We'll hold it. But people keep thinking to themselves like, okay, I'll start going to the gym next year, right? I'll start getting the physique next year. But bro, you have to realize things don't just come to you easily. Things aren't gonna come to you from heaven and drop down to your lap. You're not gonna have this dream physique right away. You're not gonna stop drinking. You're not gonna stop eating right away. It's not gonna come easy. But everyone thinks that it's gonna come easy. But when it's time to take action, when it's time to put the work in, guess what? You're 2 years behind everyone else. You're 2 years behind everyone else who started. If you wanted to build that physique, if you wanted to build that mindset, if you wanted to, start anything, if you wanted to start your business, if you wanted to start putting the work in, do it now. Do it now, because you're gonna tell yourself, okay, I'll start it in a year, or I'll start it in January for the new year. When time comes, you're not gonna know what to do. And then you're gonna say the same thing. You're gonna be uncomfortable when that time comes, and you're not gonna start it. You're not gonna want to put the work in. You're not gonna stay consistent. Yeah, you might get motivation for a week or two. Everyone has motivation. Everyone sees these TikToks or YouTube videos. Oh yeah, I'm locked. I'm locked this year, right? You can have all the motivation in the world, but if you're not consistent and if you don't have discipline, you're not going to get anywhere. If you don't have discipline, you will not get anywhere because you can't hold yourself accountable every single day. You can't stay consistent every single day. And if you don't stay consistent, you're going to fall back into your old habits. You're going to fall back into drinking. You're going to fall back into overeating. You can't let that be your weak point. You have to start now. Even if it's something small. Even if it's just buying the membership. Even if it's just limiting yourself to drinking like one bottle a weekend. Right? Even if it's something like that, start now. Because once you get to that point in life, once you see yourself in the future, once you see that vision, once you have a goal in mind where you want to be, and you realize you're doing all this stuff that keeps pulling you away from your vision, why are you still doing it? If you want to have this dream physique by 25 years old, right? If you want to stop drinking by 30 years old, why aren't you quitting now? If your goal doesn't align with the actions you're doing right now, why are you doing it? Because you're not going to quit at 30. You're not going to have that dream physique at 25. Those things aren't just going to come to you right away. You have to build your mindset up. You have to build the discipline. Because like I said, you can stop drinking for 2 weeks. You can have all the motivation in the world. But if that discipline's not there, if you don't hold yourself accountable, you're going to revert right back to your old habits. And that's why you guys need to build up good habits to keep you in place, to keep you locked in. I have a morning routine that I stick to every single day. Every day. 4:25 wake up. 4:25. Why? Because it can hold me accountable. And I know that my vision, it's going to get me closer to my goals. It's going to get me closer to my vision if I wake up at 4:25. Wake up at 4:25. Get up right away. Walk over. If you set your alarm next to you, that's not going to do anything for you if you just keep laying in bed. Right? It makes no sense to me. Wake up. Walk over to my alarm. Turn it off. Go downstairs. Do my push-ups. Right? Go back upstairs. 32 ounces of water. And then I journal. And I read the Bible for 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes. Then from there, I do my 30 minutes of fasted cardio. And then come home, cold shower. And boom. That's the routine I stick to every single day. And I do not miss. I don't miss that routine. I stick to it every single day. It doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter the temperature. It doesn't matter how hot or cold it is. It doesn't matter if I'm tired. It doesn't matter if I have no discipline. It doesn't matter. I do it. Why? Because I stay consistent and I have that mindset. I have the discipline to push myself past discomfort. I make myself rely on my mindset. I make myself push through the discomfort because I know it's going to get me closer to my goal. I know if I stay with it, I know if I don't see any progress and I stay consistent, that eventually something will change. Something will happen to me that leads me more to my success, that leads me more to my goal. But if I stop, waking up early, if I break those habits, I'm going to revert back to my old self. I'm going to have nothing to fall back onto. And that's why you guys need to build good habits. You have to. You have to build a structured morning routine that you can stick to every single day. You have to have non-negotiables. Pick 5 things that you have to do in the morning. It can be something, wake up at 5, cold shower, read, and study. Something like that you stick to every single day. Because then once you, fall back to your old habits, or once you having a hard time through the day, once you start feeling lost or something like that, guess what? You have your morning routine that you stick to every single day because you're consistent. And that's going to keep building your mindset up. It's going to keep building you up to get you closer to your goals. And if you guys, start now and not keep thinking to yourself, I'll do it eventually, you will realize how quick things can change. You will realize if you break these small habits that you don't think are really important, once you quit those things, your life will change. My life has already changed, and I'm literally just starting. I'm just starting. Self-development, personal development, it has changed my life already. I've been going through it in a while. I've been, gaining all this knowledge and stuff and really putting it into my brain and making it stick there. Right? But why has that happened to me? Because I started. I realized that I needed to change. I didn't wait till next year. I didn't wait till 2 years. I started when I knew I needed to. And that's when you guys need to take action. Take action and stay consistent. You guys can take action, do it for 2 weeks, and then stop. It doesn't matter. If you don't build this mindset up of staying consistent and disciplined every day, then you're not going to get anywhere. So you have to build your mindset up. You have to get these habits to make you stick to your routine every single day. I hope that helped. Because I know that's something that I'm going through right now. and it's hard to, stay consistent. But I know I have that mindset. I know I have that discipline where if I do that thing, it's gonna get me close to my goal. I know it. Why? Because I don't rely on quick gratification. I don't rely on this on that shit. I rely on delayed gratification because I know it's gonna feel so much better. So much better when I know I put the work in and then I get my reward. Instead of just, feeding yourself this quick gratification of feeling good in the moment. You guys gotta be willing to change. Change for the better. I think my Instagram's messed up. I don't even know if people can DM me on it, so DM me on TikTok or comment on the YouTube video. Join the community. We had a couple guys in there last night. It was pretty sick. So join the community. DM me on TikTok or DM me on Instagram if you can. If you can't DM me on Instagram, then I don't know. I'm trying to get it fixed. I don't know what to do, but I post everything on my Instagram. I post my morning push-ups, my daily journal. I post everything on there. So go over there if you want to see what I do in the morning every single day. I never miss. And yeah, that's that video. I hope this helped. Take action now for yourself in the future. And say that to yourself over and over and over again. Or else you will not change. And you will stay the same. Love you, boys. I will see you in the next video. I might do a day in a life. Or kind of just like breaking down my morning routine or something like that. But yeah. Peace.